guys, it is Christina. I know that is like the most generic, common, or whatever of the YouTube greetings, but my 10-year-old told me that it's not a real intro unless I, hey guys, so so there we go. It has been a long time, I feel like, since I've done something that's just really planned, I guess. And even this is really more of a spur of the moment thing than it probably should be, because I've been saying for years now that I was going to do this YouTube thing, that I was going to do this video thing, and I haven't. Just with life getting in the way, and then just honestly me getting in my own way, it just always kind of doesn't work out. But I'm gonna give it a shot, and you guys just bear with me. I'm gonna do my very best. But for today, what I'm gonna do is something that I feel like, I'm trying to think, it's been a while since I've kind of told you guys what I was doing before I just dropped, before I just dropped the cover and a link on Instagram to say, hey, it's time to go get it. But some of you will be glad to know that I am back in Sugar Valley. We are on book 2 of the Sugar Valley series. Again, you guys who have been reading me for any significant amount of time know that I do not revisit couples in terms of writing a whole other book on them. You'll very likely see Ben and Kyle making their appearances throughout this story, but this is not a continuation of Ben and Kyle. We're going to be following Eva, Evangeline James, and the crazy thing is her story was actually conceptualized before Ben and Kyle were ever a thing, and the story has been on my mind for several years at this point. It originally was going to be a very kind of silly rom-com vibe, but for whatever reason, I just couldn't push through it. I couldn't get everything to connect. It wouldn't curl over. I don't know how, I don't know if I'm showing just quite how country I am with that saying, but it just wouldn't curl all the way over for me. And usually what that means for me with my work is that it just needs a little more time. I'm thinking about wonder. I'm thinking about equivalent exchange. I'm thinking about, I'm trying to think of what else I put in, what else I wrote in, well, not this year just started, but what else I wrote in 2019 that will fall into that category with Coveted. Coveted was 5 years in the making. And so sometimes for me, things just need a little time to marinate. Like sometimes it can just be really, really off the cuff, just straight off the dome. And I can, everything just flows in there. For other stories, they just need a little more time. And the point of it all, which is the name of Eva's story, it's one of those that needed a little more time, but I'm very excited to finally get to dive into it. It's just as the culmination of everything was, there's some darkness to it. There's like this, there's a little bit of darkness, a little bit heaviness to it, but there's levity as well, just from the setting and just because of the characters. Eva is a character who I really, really love. Continuing in the vein of culmination of everything, we have a heroine who is over 35. The hero in this one is as well. Ben was a young babe, but the hero for this one is closer to Eva's age. But just with that, there's some very adult themes, and I don't mean erotically, but just there's some very grown-up themes explored in this book. And so I'm excited about it. As far as when I'm looking to release it, I am not in a place to give a release date by any means, but I am going to show you guys the cover. This cover, I love it. I really adore this cover. And what's crazy is, with the culmination of everything cover having a couple on it, I was feeling a little insecure about not being able to repeat that for the point of it all. But once I found an image that I liked, it just stuck. It just stuck, and I ended up being able to create a really beautiful cover, or what I feel is at least is a very beautiful cover for the book. And I feel like it's going to represent Eva pretty well. But as far as release, as far as a ballpark, I guess I can say that I am looking at early February for this project, for my first release of the year. Things can change. Things can change because in 2020, I am very much in a place where it's really about peace of mind for me, and just working in a way that feels good. Like, that's really paramount for me as I kind of explore what I want for my career and what success really looks and feels like to me. And it's not even necessarily writing a book that everybody is going to love and everybody's going to adore and everybody's going to buy and rave over. I mean, don't get me wrong, none of those things, none of those things are bad things, but it really, for me, I've really just discovered that it has to be about me being happy with the project that I put out. And even if nobody else loves it, me being proud of it and me really loving it. And so if it ends up taking a little longer to get to that place with it, then I'll keep you guys updated on that, and we'll act accordingly with that. But so now that I've gotten that out of the way, speaking of goals and all of that for 2020, something that I've talked to you guys about before is my mild obsession. I may be understating it when I call it mild, but I have been trying to rein myself in. This is only the third planner. This is only the third 2020 planner that I have, and I actually haven't even taken the little sales tag off of it yet, but this is one that I found at Target. It's called the Habit Tracker, and I'm going to try to see about, getting some detail shots or something of this. But what I really love about this is that it enables me to really focus on something that I feel is a better path for me going into the year, like something that's an alternative to the typical goal setting, like that works for a lot of people, but I'm not one of those people that, that setting kind of the abstract goals works for. But something that I've been really, really interested in as of late is setting habits and letting those good habits kind of propel you towards, accomplishments, letting the good habits propel you towards the good things. You guys get it. But what I really love about this particular is it's called a habit tracker. The front of it doesn't even say planner. The front of it says habit tracker, but there's all these different places for you to, there are goals that, that you're going to use your habits to pull you towards the goal. And it just has all these different places to break it down, a place to track your certain habits. There's places in the beginning that kind of show you how to use the planner, because that's something that I feel like trips me up very often. Like, I'll buy a planner and it has a really beautiful layout, but when it comes for time for me to write stuff down in it, it's like I get lost and I get a little paralyzed with what to do with it. And so this is one that, like I said, it has a lot of instructional information in the beginning of it about how you can use the planner. And so I have not written anything in it because I just bought it. I just bought it like yesterday, or maybe the day before yesterday. I think it was yesterday. But you guys will see me using this, and as I move with it, I'll keep you guys updated. But part of why I haven't been able to really do anything in terms of goals or anything like that, I've been sick. I started the year sick with some type of mutant cold or sinus infection or something. And usually when it comes to stuff like that, like I get it. Like I have sinus problems anyway, and so I'll get a sinus infection, and it'll, you know, I'll be down for 2 or 3 days, and then it's over. But this time, man, this thing has been lingering. This thing has really, really been lingering, and so that threw me off a little bit. But I'm trying not to let that get me down. And I haven't made it a secret that I've been in therapy. That I sought therapy the early part of 2019, and so it hasn't even been a year yet. But I had a therapy appointment yesterday, and one of the things that she talked to me about was just the mindfulness and just really being intentional in the things that you do, and thinking about how the things that you do relate to the life that you actually want. And I hope that I'm not sounding like I'm no life coach or motivational speaker at all. I'm no life coach or motivational speaker or anything like that by any means. I'm just trying to share what's been happening with me in hopes that maybe it's able to, you know, just flip a switch for somebody else. But it's like I can say that I want clear skin by the end of the year, right? But if I'm not washing my face, and I'm not drinking plenty of water, and I'm not making sure to wear sunscreen when I'm, you know, when I'm going outside into the sun and I'm going to be there all day, whatever, if I'm not doing things that actually contribute to what I claim my goal is that really what I want? Or am I just saying is what I want? I can say that I want anything. I can write down whatever goal, but if I'm not building good habits that contribute to that goal, or building anything, or building a life that actively contributes to the things that I claim that I want, what am I really doing? And so that's what I've been on. That's what I've been on. Yeah. So again, I didn't mean to go all, you know, Marie Kondo spark joy on you, but that's just, like I said, that's just where I've been with that. But again, point of it all, book 2 in the Sugar Valley series, we are looking at early February for the release for that. I am setting my habits about getting my writing done and getting this book out and working like this is my job, because it is, and all of that good stuff. So you guys just pray for me, and for real, keep me lifted. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.